wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D Rose report. Oh, wait a minute, I got gum in my mouth. I don't have enough to go around, so I better get it out. Hey, WWE NXT winner, season 4. Johnny Curtis. I got some strange stuff. Anyway, he appeared in a strange segment Tuesday on WWE SmackDown taping in Des Moines, Iowa, where he left the crowd kind of confused, I guess, according to one fan. Curtis introduced himself and explained that he won last season's NXT and was supposed to get a WWE tag team title shot with his pro R-Truth, which was his last year, but won't be getting one. Curtis said that since he's not getting the title shot, he's going to do what WWE stars do when things don't go their way. And then he poured milk all over his head and onto the floor. So apparently that's the bit of don't be crying over spilt milk, I guess, the cliche of it. But anyway, Curtis was last seen at Extreme Rules pay-per-view as a lumberjack with the Cord taking on Big Show and Kane. He picked up his first SmackDown win, by the way, this past Tuesday's taping. He defeated Michael McGillicuddy in a dark match. This ain't strange, but this is just wonderful. TNA knockout Velvet Sky. She turns 30 years old. MILF. That's all I can say. Oh, by the way, AJ Styles, he turned 34. And before I forget it, I seen a clip of, I did say clip, of China's new movie, Backdoor into China or whatever. I seen a clip. That's just been recently done, let's say. Anyway, I always thought she was a pain in the ass. Anyway, former WWE and WCW star, this is strange too, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. He participated in a celebrity boxing match in Pittsfield, Missouri, I guess. Or Maine, I guess. I don't know. Whatever MA is, I don't know. So anyway, this past weekend, and he was taken away in an ambulance, according to a fan in attendance. During the Beefcake's fight in the second round, he got knocked down and landed badly on his leg, which I've never landed goodly on my leg, but paramedics rushed in to help him out and ended up putting a bandage on his right leg. And Beefcake's wife even joined him in the ambulance, and they took a ride to the hospital. Everything's just happily ever after. Probably not. But anyway, I'll let you know if I find out anything more on his injury. WWE diva Alicia Fox. This is another strange thing. She appeared on BET's The Monique Show last night, talked about getting into the wrestling ring and how her mother supported her decision. She also talked about injuries that she's had. She said that her worst injury, I guess, was a kick to the eyeball where it popped out of her head. All right. So anyway, Monique called her Alicia and Kelly Price's team the Triple Scoop Double Fudge Chocolates. And then issued an unofficial challenge to WWE Divas, the Bella Twins, for a pay-per-view match. And we'll see how far that goes. Former WWE Stacy Keibler, the diva, has been named the first Manbassador for Spike TV for 2011's Guys' Choice Awards that airs June 10th. Counting WWE's official Facebook page, by the way, various superstars on their Facebook pages and other Facebook pages for various brands and things. Almost 31 million fans are following WWE on the largest social network site. It's got the top 10 listed, but anyway, the top one is John Cena with close to 7 million fans, or likes, whatever you want to call it. Rey Mysterio's got about 2.5 million. Undertaker about 2.3 million. Triple H almost 2 million. Goes on down to where I'm at, probably. WWE Tough Enough contestant Eric Watts, he's going to be appearing at the Vendetta Pro Wrestling event in St. Louis, California, Former WWE Gangrel, he's going to be in action there too. Pro Wrestling Ohio promotion issued an announcement confirming Matthew Justice signed a WWE developmental deal in March of this year. Justice eventually made his FCW debut in May, participating in a Battle Royal. Alright. Oh, well, this is... So anyway, as noted before, WWE's been working hard on digitalizing their massive video library. Internally, the project is called Project Evergreen. They got little helmets they wear when they're doing this too. Alright, nobody within WWE expected Karma to be released while being pregnant based on how high officials were on her and other factors, like Linda McMahon considering a Senate run in 2012, and WWE already being sued once for releasing Dawn Marie while she was pregnant. Karma will most likely have however many months she's going to be out of action on her current contract to make up for lost time.
Operation has been completed.
Somebody's talking to me. So we don't know how far along into pregnancy she is, but she could be back in time for WrestleMania 28. Got to be, like to see that. Anyway, an odd situation happened after WWE's WWE SmackDown taping in Des Moines, Iowa. See, here's another odd thing. After SmackDown ended, Mark Henry came down to the ring for a dark main event that was advertised to be Christian versus Randy Orton. Henry entered the ring and just waited as no opponent ever came out. Henry waited around for 5 minutes before finally beginning to cut a promo for the crowd. Each time Henry would speak to the microphone, every time he was speaking to the microphone, they were cut. I don't know. Instead of getting a promo accomplished, Henry began to taunt some fans at ringside. After about 15 minutes of this going on, ring announcer Tony Chimmel announced that while fans that waited for Mark Henry's opponent, WWE thanks the fans for attending. Not done. Henry's music started playing for a few minutes before stopping. Hornswoggle's music then hit, but he never came out. After a few minutes of that, the Great Khali's old theme song played again, but again nobody came out. Khali's music stopped and Vince McMahon's music played, but as expected, he didn't come out either. After about 20 minutes since SmackDown ended, Henry got tired of waiting for his opponent, walked back to the back. No word on yet what happened, but it sounds like WWE was playing a big joke on Big Henry. I don't know, man. I bet he was hot. Oh, by the way, Lex Luger turns 53 today. He's doing pretty good, I hear. All right, WWE's The Rock's. This is the weird story name. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. DVD has been added to next Netflix streaming service and his first WWE release on Netflix, which actually has matches instead of just documentary features. WWE AJ Lee joked on her Twitter that she
insert media to continue.
Sounds sexy, doesn't it? Anyway, joked on her Twitter that she and fellow diva Caitlyn will be calling their new tag team the Chick Busters. At least until Trent Beretta gets pissed, I guess. Matches for tonight's WWE Superstars on on their website. It's going to be Kid taking on Beretta, and Gail Kim taking on Melina. Usos taking on Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater. Plus WWE Tag Champion McGillicuddy and Otunga taking on Vladimir and Santino. By the way, Time Warner On Demand currently features Raven and Daphne taking on Abyss and Taylor Wilde from last year's Slammiversary pay-per-view in their free preview section. God, you have to check that out. Anyway, earlier this month, TNA knockout Miss Tessmacher competed.
Insert media to continue.
Yeah, I will. Anyway, competed in a Hooters Houston Regional Swimsuit Pageant in Pasadena, Texas. Didn't hear whether she won or not. I just got it on here. But hey, I'm about ready to pick up my gun and start eating this, so you better take off. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.